Now we will learn about symmetry in alphabets. We will take some alphabets, we will take some cutouts of alphabets. As you can see, I'm putting some alphabets, and we will see whether these alphabets are symmetrical or not. Okay, so let's take the first alphabet, that is A. If I fold letter A like this, it is overlapping. Yes, so it is symmetrical. The alphabet A is symmetrical along this line of symmetry. This is vertical line of symmetry. And if I fold like this, it is not overlapping. We can see the other part behind it. So this is not symmetrical this way, but it is symmetrical this way. So alphabet A is symmetrical. Let's come to alphabet B. Okay, now if you see this B, it is looking that it is symmetrical. Can you guess which is the line of symmetry in alphabet B? This way or this way? It is this way. Yes, you are guessing it right. Let's find it out. If I fold it from here, from the center, then also it is not overlapping. You can see the upper part is smaller than the lower part. So, but it's not necessary that B is not symmetrical. There is another B. This is another B. And if you can see, if I fold it like this, it is overlapping each other. So it depends also on how you write. So if this B is symmetrical and this B is asymmetrical, both are different. Symmetrical, non-symmetrical. Okay. Let's move to the next alphabet, that is alphabet C. So it is symmetrical. Let's find out. No. Let's find out some other way. Yes, alphabet C is also symmetrical. So this is the line of symmetry in alphabet C. In alphabet C, this is the line of symmetry. Okay, now let's move to the next alphabet, that is alphabet D. So do you think it has line of symmetry? Yes, let's find out. Okay, we can fold the alphabet D along this horizontal line. And this is overlapping, so alphabet D is also symmetrical. If we fold like this, it is not overlapping, so it has only one line of symmetry. Let's move to the next alphabet, that is alphabet E. Whether it is symmetrical or not, let's find out. So if I am folding like this, it is overlapping, but if I fold like this, it is not overlapping. So that means alphabet E is also symmetrical. It has one horizontal line of symmetry. Okay, it has one horizontal line of symmetry. Let's move to the alphabet F. Let's find out. Let's first fold it from the horizontal line of symmetry. It is not overlapping. If we fold it like this, again we can see the other part. So alphabet F is not symmetrical. That means it is asymmetrical. It is non-symmetrical. Okay, and last we are taking this alphabet G. What do you think? Is it symmetrical or not? Yes, you are right. It is not symmetrical because it is not overlapping. We can see the other part behind. So it is not getting divided into two parts of equal shape and size. So we can divide them into two parts, the symmetrical parts, asymmetrical parts. So we can write here A, C, D here. This B was asymmetrical, so I'm putting it here. This is here. Okay, I can put it here, and some alphabets here. So these are non-symmetrical and these are symmetrical. Now you try with other alphabets and find out whether they are symmetrical or not. So first I begin with 0. If I fold 0 like this, it is overlapping. If I fold 0 like this, again it is overlapping. So 0 has two lines of symmetry. One this and one this. One this and one this. Yes. If I fold 0 like this, it is not overlapping. So 0 has only two lines of symmetry. One is, you can see like this, and one is this. Okay, now let's move to the next digit, that is 1. If you see 1, if I fold it like this, it is not overlapping, and if I fold like this, again it is not overlapping. So 1 is not symmetrical. But if I write 1 normal like this, there are two ways of writing 1. Na? One way we write 1 like this, or we write 1 like this. So if I am writing 1 like this, it can be folded like this. It has two parts which are overlapping each other. And if I fold it like this, again it is overlapping each other. The two parts are overlapping each other. So if we write 1 like this, it becomes symmetrical. If we write 1 like this, it is non-symmetrical. Let's move to the next digit, that is 2. Let's fold it. So 2 is not overlapping each other. That means it is non-symmetrical. Non-symmetrical means it is asymmetrical. Next is 3. So first I will try to fold it from here in the center, and wow, it is overlapping. So 3 is a symmetrical digit. Okay, if I fold it like this, no, it will not overlap. So it has only one line of symmetry, that is this. Okay, how about 4? If we fold it like this, it is not overlapping. If we fold it like this, it is also not overlapping. So 4 does not have any line of symmetry. Similarly 5 will also not overlap. 5 will also not overlap if I fold it like this or this. So this is also non-symmetrical. Now let's move to the next digit. Let us take the next digit, that is 7. If I fold it like this, it is not overlapping. If I fold it like this, again it is not overlapping. So that means 7 does not have any line of symmetry. Now let's see the next digit, that is 8. It is overlapping. If I am folding like this, it is overlapping. If I am folding like this, again it is overlapping. So it has two lines of symmetry. Okay, and this is 9, or we can take it as 6 also. So in any way we will come to know whether 9 or 6 has any line of symmetry or not. If I fold it like this, it is not overlapping. If I fold it like this or this, again it is not overlapping. So 9 or digit 6, both do not have any line of symmetry. So let us revise. 0 has two lines of symmetry. 1 also has two lines of symmetry. If I write like this, if I write like this, it does not have any line of symmetry. Then 2 does not have any line of symmetry, so I am putting it here. 3 has one line of symmetry, I am putting it here. 4 does not have any line of symmetry, so I am putting it here. 8 has line of symmetry, two lines of symmetry. 7 does not have any line of symmetry. 5 does not have any line of symmetry. 6 or 9 does not have any line of symmetry. So these 4 digits are there which are symmetrical, and these digits are non-symmetrical.